Hey guys, it's LaShanda Henry here. I am so excited to be doing this. This is my second attempt at this. It's been a minute since I've done any of these kind of Google things, and I did the first one and completely fudged it up. So people are probably like, "What did you just do?" But I actually just wrapped up a really wonderful interview for an upcoming podcast series, and I won't tell you about it now. I'll tell you about it once it's ready in August. But just because I did that hangout, I said, you know what, let me do one of these because I like talking to y'all. And of course, it's LaShanda, aka Sister Sense, the creator of SisterSense.com, where I help all the lovely ladies in my circle make sense of making money online. So, you know what? I've been doing so many different things over the course of the summer so far. I said, you know what? I think it's a good topic for me to just kind of do an impromptu video and talk to you guys about, how to work on your business during the summertime, especially the fact that the kiddies are out of school. And I mean, in one way, it's good, right? And in another way, it's like the kids are out of school. I got to do so much, right? Balancing mommy and mompreneur work and all that good stuff. So just to kind of share some recommendations based on what I've been talking about inside the Sister Sense Power Circle, which you may know about. It's basically my online community in which I mentor other women entrepreneurs on a weekly basis. So I've got weekly Jumpstart Your Business calls. I've got the Power Up series where I talk about blogging and being productive on a weekly basis. And of course, I've got my insider one-on-one circle calls, and all of that is on Sister Sense. But I've been sharing recommendations throughout the summer as far as how you can work on your business. So based on what I've been doing and what I've been talking about with the ladies in the circle, here are some recommendations for you. One, you want to make sure that you are really clear on what it is you want to accomplish this year, right? We've just wrapped up 6 months of the year. And when you think about January, what were those things that you said, I want to do in 2014, right? Were you able to accomplish those things? Did you start some projects at the beginning of the year that you didn't quite finish? Really, it's a good moment for us to kind of reflect on our New Year's resolutions and where we are right now. I know that I did that for myself. There were a couple of things that I said, you know what, I really, really want to do this year. And basically just being able to check it off the list to see what you've been able to accomplish versus what you still have to get done, right? Kind of just rejuvenating yourself and your interest in your resolutions. I think it's one thing to keep in mind. Another is to be strategic about what exactly you want to see happen for the end of the year. So right now the kids are out of school, right? But you know that when it's time for them to go back to school, it's time for all of us to get back to business. September, October, very, 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 very active months. Everybody's doing a little bit of something. So you want to kind of be ready for that, right? So what do you have in store for either your business or your online community? What's going to be happening in the next couple of months? All things for you to be conscious of. I actually did a coaching call. Well, I shouldn't say coaching because I'm not a coach. I'm a mentor. So I did one of my Sister Sense mentor clarity sessions with a client this morning, and we're talking about her upcoming telesummit in September. So really being clear on what it is you're trying to get done and in the next couple of months, something that's important. And for me, what you want to wrap up within the summer, 3 months time period, so important. This month, I am going to be wrapping up the summer issue of Sister Sense in Print magazine. Also creating, which you may see on Sister Sense, it's in its baby form, but on SisterSense.com, you'll see that new link called The Spotlight, on which I am featuring women in my circle, speakers, professional bloggers, coaches, entrepreneurs who are in the circle, in addition to what I share, would like to share their business with the community. So the Spotlight page is something that I will be completing over the course of the summer. And I have the blog business brunch, which is now a boot camp, next week, Saturday. And if you go to blogandbrunch.sistersense.com, I'm actually doing a 3-hour virtual telesummit, bootcamp, however you want to phrase it, but it's all about blogging for business. So in that, I'm going to be talking about really a couple of things. One, how to do some video blogging, really essential to your business. I'm going to share some tips on how to create video blogging trailers. how to monetize your message with your blog. So talking about how to create PayPal profits as well as affiliate sales. And then the big one for me, really for those of you out there who've got a blog or are starting a blog but you're not writing yet, we're going to talk about 8 posts that you should get together, right? So you can basically walk away from the 3-hour boot camp that I'm going to do for blogging for business next week, get with some posts in mind, some ideas for videos, and really some clarity as far as how to monetize. And that is at blogandbrunch.sistersense.com. It was going to be a live event, but it's going to be a virtual event, so it's open up to my larger Sister Sense community, which I know you guys are excited about. But I say that to say, for me, being clear on whether it be the upcoming webinar workshop, the Spotlight series, the summer issue of the magazine, being clear on what it is I want to complete in the summertime is really important for me. And so I encourage the women in my circle to understand what it is that they want to do, especially when you feel overwhelmed and it's like, LaShanda, I just want to get all of this stuff done. I just want to get it up. I can't seem to start. I don't know what to do. For me, how to alleviate that overwhelm is focusing on specific smaller projects that I know that I can accomplish, right? So I started this conversation about how to how to work on your business in the summertime, and one, reflecting on those goals or the visions that you had for yourself in 2014, 2, being strategic about what it is that you want to release or launch at the ending of the year, especially with the back to school buzz and back to business buzz come September and October. But 3, right now, we're in the summer, right? What exactly it is that you want to get done within your business so that you feel like you are being accountable to yourself, but you're accomplishing those goals. And again, these are some of the things that I've talked about inside of my Power Up Circle with the ladies that I talk with every week, and that, of course, is all on sistersense.com. When you look underneath members, you'll see the Jumpstart Your Business call replays. You'll see the Power Up Circle replays. So anything that I talk about in detail, all of that information is accessible to you once you join the online community. As far as the Jumpstart Your Business weekly calls, which I do every week, our last call, which I just posted, was about how to build your own online store on a budget. So whether it be no-cost or low-cost solutions, that was one of the last sessions, and the session before that was everyday sales. I've gotten quite a few questions from ladies in my circle who are, they say, I've got a website, or I'm using YouTube or Facebook, and I've got a social community, but I'm not seeing the kind of sales I want to see on a regular basis. So sharing some of the recommendations as far as what I've done as a mentor and service professional, how I manage to generate sales every day. Those are some of the things that I talk about. So, when it comes to your business this summer, outside of focusing on what exactly you want to complete, so again, you can feel accomplished and feel like you're not being overwhelmed. There are not so many different things that you want to do at one time. You also want to think about those areas that you basically want to improve when it comes to your business. I'm a web designer, so all day, every day, I'm working with clients who want me to help them improve their web presence, whether it be adding on a website, store, e-commerce stores. That was on the brain, which is why that was the last Jumpstart Your Business call. Or clients who are, I love my website, but it needs to be cleaned up, kind of like that dirty room with things all over the place, needing to organize it. What exactly it is that you want to do with respect to your online business this summer. Update your inventory, update your website, maybe fix some things that are a little bit outdated. Just being clear about that and creating an objective for yourself, I think, is definitely something that can be helpful to you. As I see all my pings here, everybody's like, yes, 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 I want to watch your live session, which is great. Thank you, guys. My live session that I'm doing here on Google Hangout. I must say thank you, by the way, for all of you just kind of following me on Sister Sense and staying connected with me. If it's been a minute, definitely go to my YouTube channel, L. Henry. I have so many Power Pro webinar videos and replays that I've posted up over the course of the last couple of months, some of which the first step to becoming an information product pro. I think one of the things that I've been really excited about this year is helping the ladies and the men, because I do have male entrepreneurs in my circle, the ladies and the men in my circle become pros. So I've been talking about, and you may see that it's getting a little bit dim in here. I think we're about to get a little bit of rain, so my lighting is going down. But this year, talking to people about how to become a pro, whether it be become a pro at creating webinars, become a pro at creating information products, or become a pro at blogging, become a pro blogger. Those are some of the things that I've been talking about. I've completed at least 3 trainings, but then I've also got the videos, some replays that are informational. So if you are interested in any of those things, whether it be webinars, information products, or blogging, again, check out my YouTube channel to see those videos there. For me, the summertime is just a great time to wrap up what needs to be wrapped up as far as goals from the beginning of the year, and just rejuvenate, so that once back to school hits in August, I'm ready to go and I'm like, yay! This is what's happening with Sister Sense, all excited about that. But of course, like I said before, if you missed any of my live sessions, the next one is next week, the live virtual session, Blogging for Business. And you can go to blogandbrunch.sistersense.com so you can sign up and I guess enjoy your lunch or your brunch while you're listening to the webinar sessions and getting in all that great information that's going to be coming your way next week. But don't be a stranger to me. I definitely want to say that to you, because in the process of working on your business, I'm sure that you're going to have questions and things are going to come up. So if you do have questions, you can always send me an email, lhenry@sistasense.com, SISTASENSE.com, or you can go to the website, and I'm not going to pull up the website, but you could go on your iPad or your computer or whatever, pull up the website, and you'll see that on the side I've got that little SpeakPipe voice message. I answered about 3 voice messages this morning. Just if you want to just say, hey, LaShanda, this is who I am, this is the questions that I have, how can you help me, or what would you recommend? Sometimes I get a little bit overloaded with those and I can't get to them as quickly as I would like, but I do get to the voice messages there as well. If over the course of the summer you just kind of want an opportunity to talk to me. Plus, I do use the questions as content, so that every time you guys ask me questions about whether it be everyday sales or like the last session, creating an e-commerce store, those are the topics for our weekly Jumpstart Your Business calls. The questions you ask me, that's what I teach, and that's how I share my lessons learned as far as being an entrepreneur and service professional online. So this is my quick impromptu live video for today. Just kind of motivated and pumped up, excited, because I just did, again, that interview, and I've got about 3 coaching calls and a client web project call that I've got to go get ready for before I post out the next Jumpstart Your Business call. So my day never ends, but I always love just having these opportunities to get on video with you guys and connect in that way. And of course, it's the summertime, so I would say, if nothing else, you want to be in the business of getting some vitamin C, SEA. Go to the beach, go to the pool, enjoy, relax. I spent the last 10 days in Florida with the family, and to me, there's no better way to boost the business than when you get off the business and boost yourself, boost your energy, so that you can kind of come back refreshed and relaxed and ready and raring to go. So make sure you do that. Spend some time with your friends and your family. I know that just kind of getting away was an opportunity for me to reflect on what I wanted to do once I got back into the swing of things. And of course, I recommend that for you as well. I'm actually going to be talking about, in the summer issue of Sister Sense, which is coming out this month, July, some different things that I do with my family, with my son in the summertime. I've always got that Mom to Mompreneur series. If you read Sister Sense in print magazine, which is at mag.sistersense.com, I always talk about what I do as a mompreneur. And this issue, I'm going to be talking about some recommendations as far as budget-friendly activities with the family over the summer. So hopefully you get a chance to read that as well. And again, relax, relate, release, have a good time, boost your energy, so that in turn you can have the energy to boost your business over the course of the next couple of weeks and months before we put this year to a bed and get ready for the new one, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I was able to kind of put some tidbits and some lessons learned in your ear right there. Like I said before, stay connected. Be sure to join my online power circle so that you can get inside our weekly live calls and, know what I'm doing next when I create new trainings. And at the very least, send me an email. Let me know what you need to know as far as making sense of making money online. And that's it. I'm off to go back to work and then take my son to Taekwondo. Mommy is always busy. Bye, guys.